John Stanko of ICGaels.com, being joined by freshman Toyosi Abiola of the women's basketball program. Toyosi, you and your teammates got to have a phenomenal experience in Canada during early August for a preseason trip. Talk a little bit about the experience and the bonding that you and your teammates had.
The experience was great. I've never been to Canada myself, so it was a really good experience being able to get out there. And once we were out there, being taken around to see different monuments and such as like the churches that really mean a lot to the city, that was really good. And team bonding experience such as playing, going to an arcade, playing laser tag, which was really good. I enjoyed that.
Now, as a freshman, how important was this trip to kind of get to know your teammates more? You guys practiced a little bit during the summer, but this was the first time you guys were all together in an enclosed space for a large amount of time. So how important was this for the team bonding side?
I think it was extremely important. Canada was a really good trip for us to integrate as a team. A lot of the people, like the returners, have familiar faces around them. They already know the people that's on the team, but having a lot of freshmen come in, it was a bit of a, I wouldn't say a hindrance, but we got past it, being able to just bring everyone in as one unit. It wasn't like as quick as you'd want it to be, but it was I think it was really the icebreaker that we needed.
Did you get to know the coaches any more on a personal level, them off the court, kind of in a public setting? You get to see them and their personality shine a little bit more?
Yeah, we definitely did. I think laser tag, we saw that, the little competitive side and the fun side to them, which was really good.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about kind of what this trip meant for expectations going forward, because now you guys know each other more. So did this trip kind of change anything in the way you guys are looking at the season coming up?
I think it has changed expectations in terms of just what we need to do on defense and how we need to execute offense better. Just making sure that what we done before we got there, it needs to be really solidified. So going into practices, that's what our main focus will be, defensive schemes and obviously offensive schemes, and what we need to make sure we get right to be as competitive as we can this season.
It was just a good experience for all of us to get to know each other and bond and get closer and just learn about each other.
Being the lone senior on this team, was it great for you to get to know all the newcomers coming into the program?
Yeah, definitely. We all have a bunch of different personalities, so it was cool to see how everyone got to gel together.
Whose personality stuck out the most?
Trey is always a jokester. But I got to know Toyosi a little bit better because we didn't have her in July, and she's a really cool person.
I heard you guys did a little bit of karaoke as part of your team bonding experience. So talk about who went to karaoke with you and who really stood out.
It was me, Beck, Tori, Adrian, Ashley, Shayla, Toyosi, and Amelia. And Adrian definitely stood out because she was really into it, and she actually has a really good voice.
What songs did she sing?
She sang The Climb by Miley Cyrus and then an Adele song. I forget which one it was.
What songs did you sing?
I sang Adorn by Miguel, and I don't remember what else.
Also, one other thing I heard you guys did was this thing with Barbie Expo, in terms of standing in like a Barbie display and like taking pictures and stuff like that. So I heard you guys had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, T had the most fun. There was just a little like Barbie thing. It was like a container where you would keep Barbies, and T just went at it.
Was it good on this trip maybe to get to know your coaches more on a personal level? You've been here now. This is your fourth year, so you've gotten to know them a little bit more than the newcomers. But did you see a different side to the coaches?
Oh, definitely. They were more relaxed, and I got to have conversations with them that I don't think I would have normally been able to have.
I think you got to watch a very competitive laser tag game. So who came out on top? Was it the student athletes, you guys, or was it the coaches and staff?
I think it depends on who you ask. If you ask the coaches, it was them. If you ask us, it was us.
Who was the most competitive coach during that?
They're all really competitive, but Coach Kelly is always the most competitive in anything.
She's the quiet one off the court, but then once you get her competitive, then it's everything's going. So with this trip, did it change your expectations at all for the upcoming season? Now you know your teammates better, you know your coaches better. You guys have gelled earlier on than most. Does it change what you're looking for this season?
Our goal is always to win a championship, so I don't think it changed our expectations, but Canada's just where it started.